single day.
So when you guys part ways, what goes through your mind as in what next? I mean, because you're not going to go get another 9 to 5, or what are you thinking about? What do I do next?
Well, when we parted ways, um, I teamed up with Faith Evans.
Oh,
Yeah, I teamed up with Faith Evans, and we end up, excuse me, up working on some projects together, some TV projects together. We developed a few TV projects together, um, and and that's what happened. I'm sorry, excuse me.
okay.
Let me back up. We were in the process of doing some TV projects together. What happened was I ended up having a mild stroke. I had a mild stroke. Um, I went in the hospital, and I had just got back from Nigeria. Went to Nigeria. Went to
That's my place.
and
That's my yeah.
I went to Victoria Island.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Had Meelah over there from 702. 702 um, wasn't even back together. As 702 was over there, 112 and another group. And when we got back, a few weeks later, I ended up having a mild stroke. And the doctors thought that I had um, that I had caught a disease over there, and it was attacking my body. Um, um, and that
Malaria?
was hey,
Oh,
that I don't say what it was. They thought that something that I had caught over there, some type of um, not disease, maybe that's the wrong word.
virus, I mean?
Virus, excuse me, not disease, excuse me,
Mm.
a virus attacking my body. But when you have a stroke, even though it was a mild one, sometimes you have to do an MRI a couple of times because the strokes doesn't always show up the first time around.
Mm.
So the first time we did the MRI, it didn't show up. So they came and told me, well, Mr. Taylor, the good news is that you didn't have a stroke. So I was all excited. When they left the room, I tried to get out the bed and I fell on the floor. That night, they did another MRI and discovered I did indeed have a mild stroke. So I
Wow.
stayed between hospital and rehab about 2 weeks. I still came out the hospital driving, trying to get back to life, even though I was limping, you know. And maybe I want to say 4 or 5 months later, I had a conversation about 702, and at the end of that year, we put 702 together. I put 702 back together. And we ended up going to Soul Train. BT honored Soul Train that year, and they flew me in for the honor, for honoring Soul, for, excuse me. So BT honored Soul Train. Make sure you edit all of this out.
It's fair. No, no, no.
Soul Train honored SWV that year, and they flew me out. That was the first time that I came out. All my peers see me, what the Miles Stroke had done. And I came with 702. That was their first appearance back together. And I work with 702 as I'm still managing them right now. Um, and also, me and Faith Evans partnered, and we are developing some shows. We've been pitching a couple of shows as we speak right now. One that we thought was going to be greenlit by now, but we've had some challenges. But we're still believing that it will get picked up. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. So let's talk 702.
Yeah,
That's
but
that's.
how did
Go
you
ahead.
meet Meelah then? How did you first meet Meelah to take her to Nigeria first?
Oh, I was still managing Meelah. I'm sorry, I forget all about that. I was still managing Meelah after 702, after SWV, because I was working with SWV and Meelah at one time. I had
Oh,
Meelah on R&B Divas. Remember, Meelah was on season 3 of R&B Divas, and she did not want to reunite with 702. I begged her so many times. She didn't. She was at a point in her life that she wasn't ready to revisit that. But she eventually, over the years, I'll be working with her. She eventually decided to do it, and they reunited in 2017. At the end of 2017.
Yeah, but okay, but if we go back a bit, did you start managing Meelah while you were still managing SWV?
I was still managing Meelah after I
No,
stopped managing.
oh no. So
Yes.
when you were managing SWV, did you take on Meelah as well, or did you finish SWV then you have Meelah?
Yeah. No. I took on Meelah maybe 2014, 2015, 2014, beginning of 2014, while I was still managing SWV.
So how were you able to juggle the two then?
Um, two different, Meelah, she was still getting back out there. She wasn't um as busy as SWV at the time.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it wasn't so hard. It
Okay.
was, as a matter of fact, it was challenging because Meelah is extremely talented, gifted, great looking, however, sometimes the challenge is no, I don't have 702. I just have the lead singer for 702. Sometimes they want all members.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Saying, that she's not with the group at this particular time. They still want all members. So yeah, it was
Okay.
hard. Hard. It was hard, but I did it. I had Meelah in Japan. I took her, changing faces, Little Mo, to Japan. I had Meelah in London. I had Meelah in, I think it was Canada. So I had her all over, working. It was challenging, but we were able to do some things. She did a great EP. She has a song with Music Soul Child, who was
Yeah.
her baby father. I'll let her
Yeah.
tell you that.
Mm.
Called Give It to You. That was one of the best duets. Still one of my favorites. You need to look it up. It's really great. Really
Mm.
great.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being part of the Halftime Chat community. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. But most importantly, why don't you consider being a member? That's a way of supporting the channel, but also getting a lot of videos ahead of time, a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and some exclusive content that doesn't get shared. But anyway, thanks for watching, and thanks for being part of Halftime Chat.
I begin to